Power baby, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm Alex Reyes, and I'm here today with Chelsea Clark. Actually, my teammate Chelsea Clark, right? And we're
Oh,
gonna be talking, yes, and you we're gonna be talking about your a great weekend that you had at the K.T.O.C Nationals. This is the post show of the K.T.O.C Nationals. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And how you doing today? Everything good?
I am doing great. I'm happy to be back in the same time zone, but I miss New York already.
Yeah, yeah, New York City. What can I say? A martial arts tournament in New York City. That's already good to begin with. And then K.T.O.C
Oh,
is
yes,
just an amazing event that's been going on for a long time. Rick and Sue Diaz. And you got two first places, right?
I did. It was a really fantastic event. I loved getting to compete.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. No, and you did. I think you won in forms and in fighting, right? What were the divisions that you won?
So I won women's 18 plus Korean forms and 30 to 39 fighting. So it
Nice.
was a
Wow.
super fun day.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's good. You're known for doing that. You could do it all, and in competition, and it's great. So, was it your first time competing at the K.T.O.C
It
Nationals?
was. It was. And I had been hearing about it for years. Like, this is the event to go to. And I finally was able to make it work. And I'm so glad I did. It was super professionally run.
Yeah,
Like, Jeremy and the USA Sport Karate team for all of the rules administration. And Sue and Rick had it set up so beautifully. It was a really good tournament experience.
yeah, no, for sure. No, yeah, USA Sport Karate, yeah, has been in now working with them for a few years now,
Mhm.
and it brings that super organization and like atmosphere. Super professional with the judges all certified. They're all dressed up, with a polo shirt, pants, and stuff. So right, it's really professional. It makes
And
the
it,
event better.
and it's nice to be able to just clearly see who the judges are. I don't
Yeah.
have to guess like the person running this. It's so official and I really appreciate the extra professionalism.
Yeah, no, for sure. And they do sessions as well. So, it's really good. And the competition is always amazing, in New York. And they have people that
Yeah.
come from all over pretty much.
It was very cool. I'll never get used to how like close states are in the East Coast to each other
Oh,
because
yeah.
if I drive 5 hours, I'm still in Texas or I'm in the ocean. But they're coming from Pennsylvania. They're coming from Boston. Shout out to Aaron Smith and crew. They're coming from Canada. It was really cool to see so many of my favorite people all in one place. It was very
Yeah.
special.
No, for sure. It's always an amazing event. So do you plan on coming back to it?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way. It was
Yes.
experience. I was like, I've got to return.
Yeah, so totally recommended by you, and you did great. Congratulations on a great event as
Thank you.
well. And it was I know that there was some great competitors. Do you have any highlights that you could give us? Any favorite matches or any competitors that
Yeah,
were there that you enjoyed? Aaron Smith is one of them, right?
Erin is one of them. I love watching her do bow. Katie McMillan, just a powerhouse across the board. I loved getting to see so many different types of traditional forms,
Yeah,
which was beautiful. There were some really beautiful Shotokan forms, some Chinese forms, some Kempo forms being done.
yeah,
I really also just love the 40 plus, 50 plus women
oh
that were
yeah,
out, like Jennifer Frazier, who was a boss with
oh
the
yeah,
for Marie, who's from One Step Beyond Karate with Aaron Smith, who was the overall 40 plus form grand winner. It's so cool for me to see women older than me in the sport being so powerful and being so incredible because that's going to be me too. I want to be like them too. And for them to continue to model at 40 and 50 for me at 33 and my friends at 22 is so special. We have to show that longevity. And I
yeah.
really value.
Hey, that's funny that you said that. Wow, yeah, because that kind of has happened to me in a way. But that's crazy. I didn't know you were 43. You're 43.
No, no, no. I'm
Oh,
33.
oh, I was gonna. Oh, you're
There's
30.
not.
I was like, there's no way you're 43. I was like, what?
I mean,
I was
I
like,
do skincare, but that's
33. Yeah, yeah. I was like, how can you be 43? All right, so that one
give
went
you a day.
over my head. So yeah, 33. But still, I mean, you don't look 33 either. But yeah, but yeah, going back to that, like, it's funny because I kind of experienced that myself, because I was, I retired at a young age. I was
Mm-hmm.
like 30 years old, 31, because I was focused on my team and
Mm.
being a coach. And I always had a little bit of regret, but inside me, and one being like, man, I wish I could compete again. But then I'm like, I'm too old, right? I'm too old to compete. It doesn't matter once you're 40s or whatever. But then, Larry Fields, I don't know, he
Yeah.
got me into breaking, and like he's in your state and he
Awesome.
does everything, forms, fighting, weapons, everything. And I'm like, this guy's doing it, and he got me into doing it. And like it's and then like what you said, you see these athletes out there plus 40s, even 50s, 60s sometimes, and they're in great shape, and it's very inspiring and motivating. And
Yeah.
and I want to do it. I want to be competing now as an older person, which that wasn't the case before, right? It was kind of like you retire, you have a good career, and that's it. Yeah. But why stop?
I want to see, yeah, I want to see the growth. I want to see new things being done. And I feel like I'll stop learning as a martial artist like when I die. Like I'm going to be as long as I live, I want to keep growing and picking things up. And it's so cool for them
True.
to model that. And for
True.
you, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. No, yeah, it's great. And one more topic on K-Talk. How do you enjoy? Well, I don't know. Are there tournaments on Sunday in Texas? I think that happens too. So you're used to that, right? Or no?
Oh,
No?
I was like a Sunday tournament. And I've gone, I came up for King of New York, and I think the year I came up for King of New York, it might have also been on a Sunday.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And that was so weird to me. I was like, why are y'all doing that? And I found out that most of the schools are open on Saturdays.
yeah,
So they'll put the tournament on a Sunday. And for me traveling out of town, that can sometimes make it more complicated to
yeah,
attend.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But it was cool. I got to enjoy my Saturday. I went on a
yeah,
very long walk in Queens.
yes, yeah, yeah. There you go. You see, yeah, exactly. When I've gone to K-Talk and it's been on a Sunday, like I got my whole weekend in New York, right? And then the tournament,
Yeah.
and then I ended up even flying back at night because it was done like
Yeah.
around 5, and I flew back at night. I was in Miami back at night to
Oh, cool.
be back at it on Monday. So it worked out great for me because I went Thursday to Sunday, and I had Thursday and Friday and Saturday in New York, and then the
Perfect.
tournament finished. It was actually perfect. I really like it like that for sure too.
They finished at 5. Like
Yeah.
it was very efficiently run.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a big event. It's a big event. So 5 o'clock and with double elimination and everything. So yeah, K Talk was amazing. You had a busy weekend before a few days before K Talk. You were also at the Female Fighters Matter 2 Gala with Maggie Messina. All right, and that was awesome. I saw you there. That was great.
It was very cool to be surrounded by so many incredible women and just to be celebrated alongside them and to really work on pushing the sport forward and highlighting women that have always been doing the work and will continue to do the work because like we said earlier about the older competitors looking down, we have to uplift the women that we see right now so
Yeah,
that our younger sisters get to see that and they look up and they go, wow, I can be this, I can be that. And, our coach always says, you never know who's watching, right? You never know who's seeing you. And I remember as a very, very young black belt, taking over my first school and finding out that younger students from another school had been watching me at tournaments for
wow,
years. And I
wow,
didn't know they were watching me until they became my students. And they were
wow,
like, it's you. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, no, 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 we know you. And it
wow.
was crazy. And I love that we
Yeah,
are really putting women in the spotlight
yeah.
to show what we've always known as martial artists, that women are powerful and capable and deserve a chance to shine.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's what Maggie's doing is incredible, and she was a sponsor as well of the K Talk event. And then I think you got an award too, right? You got an award
I
as
did. I'm
well.
very honored. I
Yeah,
was recognized alongside some huge names.
yeah,
Yes, Christine Bannon Rodriguez, and we received a recognition from the town of North Hempstead for outstanding athletic and organizational achievements. And there were also some incredible men
mhm,
recognized alongside us just for their support of women in the martial arts. And it takes all of us. So I'm very
Yeah.
grateful for all that they have done, grateful to Maggie, and I'm very glad to get to stand beside them in any capacity.
No, yeah, for sure. That's amazing. You're doing some great work as well in Texas as well. Like, let's talk about that a little bit, and then we're gonna get into your career as well. But I know that you do a lot of great work actually with Chuck Norris as well, right? So tell us all about the program that you're in.
I am a Kickstart Kids alumni.
Kicks.
If you've never heard of Kickstart Kids, it is Grandmaster Chuck Norris's program with the mission of teaching character through karate to as many kids as we can reach. So, our program is in public middle schools for kids who might not be able to afford an outside karate program, whose parents might be single parents working 2 or 3 jobs, so they can't do stuff in the evenings. And in 2003, I was that kid. I was
Wow,
that kid coming into middle school with a lot of trauma and a lot of fear. I was scared of loud men. Like I had a lot of fear that I was carrying on my shoulders,
wow,
and that program saved my life.
wow,
I'm a public school, middle school karate person, and I love it. I am not the product of an expensive or fancy commercial school. I was never able to have the expensive private lessons. I grew up in this program and it saved me. And actually, in 2019, I had the opportunity to test in front of Grandmaster Chuck Norris himself for a
wow.
black belt, which was terrifying because he had a pen. And I was like, could it be a pencil? So if you had to erase, like if you gave me a bad mark, you could erase it. It was a pen. And I thought, okay, I'm going to know one way or another if I'm good at martial arts after this moment. And it was just a phenomenal experience to be able to work for him and carry on his mission and his legacy.
No, that's that. What an amazing story! Wow, and that's how you actually got into it as well, like that. Wow, that's amazing. And then now you work for them, right? And you do a lot of work for them. So tell us some. I know that you're always actively doing things for the community. What are some things that you got coming up?
Well, so first of all, I'm at Meyerland Middle School in South Houston.
Yeah,
Let's go, Greyhounds. Okay.
Highland.
So
Yes.
I have a program of 350 students in my
Wow.
school. So I have some incredible human beings that I get to teach martial arts to. And I've been there 13 years. So I have kids that are now in high school, they're in college, they're college graduates, and they're coming back as mentors. I have
Wow.
students that are now members of every single branch of the military, including a U.S. Army Ranger who is just fantastic. And I'm also very proud to say I just had my sixth grandchild born of my kids that have grown up and started families. Now we have number six who was just born. His name's Jazz. He's super cute. But I've gotten to see this program grow and the
Yeah.
impact it had on the community where I have students this year that are the 13th and 14th members of their family that have come through Kickstart Kids at my
Wow.
school.
Wow. That's incredible. Really, that's incredible, and that's something special because like that's something special because you're talking about generations, right?
Yes.
Generations. Then that's like, they come, then they bring their kids, and
Yes.
then they come, and it's like, man, it's amazing. And then they come back to
Mhm.
you, it's like and they come back as mentors as well. So it's like it comes full circle so many times, right? And that's like that feeling. But it looks like it happens to you a lot, and that's rare. Like I could feel what you feel, and I've been teaching, in my school since it's gonna be 20 years next year, and I have those moments that you have, but so like you just it feels like it happens a lot there with you. So it's like it's so amazing, right? The feeling that is for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It is the highest honor to get to show up every day and serve these kids and serve this community because I know as a martial artist what an impact karate has had on my life and I get to give that gift. You know, we're at a Title One school, so some of my students fall well below the poverty line. They
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
karate like everybody else. They get to train like everyone else. And people have been so incredible in the martial arts community to my team.
Yeah.
A few years ago, 10th Degree Weaponry sent us a whole box of
Yeah.
commas for my kids so that they could compete
Wow.
with the same nice weapons that everybody else was competing with.
Wow.
We've
That's amazing.
had members of Team Revolution over the years that
Yeah.
have equipment to us. We had people from all over the country actually last year shipped us sparring gear because my classes went from 30 to almost 60. And we
Yeah.
have sets of gear, so we didn't have enough equipment. And the
Wow.
marketing community said, "We got you. We're going to take care of you and take care of your team. Here you go." And
That's amazing.
I'm so thankful.
That's amazing. Somebody that's watching from a martial arts school, I think it's Petro-C's martial arts. They
Mhm.
think that it's awesome what you're doing, and they're asking. They actually have a question. They ask if there's any way that people could be. How do I become a kickstart instructor? That's his question. Is there like
Ooh,
a process for
hey,
people that want to help and join and
what?
stuff?
Yes. So, first, you're going to head to our website, which is www.kickstartkids.org. And from there, you can find the process for applying and putting in your application. And for our process, we hire you on and we provide the training for you. So, if you make it through the interview process and get background and all that, you need to have at least a second degree black belt. And we will teach you the way that we teach and the expectation of being a professional school teacher because we're both. I'm the martial arts instructor, but I'm also the middle school teacher. My curriculum is just martial arts as opposed
Wow,
to someone else teaching theater. So we'll train
wow.
you everything you need to know, and you will be able to be a part of this incredible legacy of Chuck Norris.
That is super cool for real. That's great information. That's great work right there. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Good
Thank
job
you.
with everything for real. That's awesome. So what is the next event you're gonna be at competing at? Do you have an event planned out or not yet?
Oh, I already know.
You
I already.
do?
I'm starting off 2026 at the Houston Open.
Oh
Shout out
yes.
to the Brumet family.
Yes.
Okay. I have to give a huge shout out to the Brumet family, to the Molinas, to Obed Rodriguez and family, because they're another group of people that has asked me, what can we do for your team? You want to bring
Wow.
your kids out to compete?
Wow.
How can we, what do your kids need? Even school supplies. They've
Wow.
sent supplies to my kids.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah.
We will be there. We
Wow.
will be, we will be showing up, and I'm
You
so
know
grateful.
the weekend for that? It's in January, right? It's in
Yes,
January.
the very first weekend in January. I don't have my calendar, but it's like
Yeah. Yeah, they always do it the first week. Yeah, they always do it the first week. Yeah, yeah, it's a good event. That's awesome. So soon you'll be at another event soon. That's awesome. That's
let my
great.
for a little bit. I've got some time.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's good. So just a little bit on yourself. Um, how old were you when you first started martial arts?
So I was 12.
12.
I'm
Okay.
12, so I'm 33, so it'll be 21 years in January
Yes,
since
sir.
I started. And my original style was the Chuck Norris system, which has Tong Sudo roots.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I have a second degree in that system, and I have a fifth degree in Taekwondo.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. And you teach pretty much almost every day, pretty much. And then so how do you put your training in there? Do you train at the school? Or do you train during or after? How does it work with your training schedule?
So I'm a single mom. So I have the coolest 12-year-old kid, and I make it a point to wake up at 5 in the morning every day to go to the gym before she's even awake. So I can get all my training in and then get home, wake her up, go to
Nice.
school, work out with my students because I think as an instructor, my kids need to see me move.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah,
know that anything I'm asking them to do, I can do
yeah.
and willing to do. So I move with them. I train on
Nice.
my strengths. I train after school. Anytime I can get to it.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's amazing. Leandro Duarte is saying, glad to call you my our teammate. Yes, so am I. Yeah, it was
Oh,
great to see you this past weekend, at the gala, and congratulations on that. It's
thank
good to
you.
see you out there, and it's great on everything you're doing. I didn't know all this stuff. I know that you did good work, but I didn't know how much you did. Like that's incredible, and how many lives you've actually helped. So it was a great weekend for you at in New York with the K.T.O.C and the gala as well. So it's good to that you're back home. And are you working this week or it's off? It's Thanksgiving week.
I get to breathe. We're off.
Okay, that's
Off lots
good.
of family time. So I get to breathe a little bit and get right back to it on Monday. But it was a fantastic time up in New York. I also have to give a shout out to the TCK squad.
Yes.
go visit Jody Tension in his school, and Sharon Williams. Just the whole team is phenomenal. I got to go see them on Friday, and they're really incredible. If you're ever in New York and you get a chance to go stop by, that's
Of course, yeah, that's on your bucket list if you go to New York or any list like train at Johnny's for sure. It's a great place, yeah, for sure. So yeah, hey, thanks for coming on the show. Have a great day. Have happy Thanksgiving as well.
giving.
Yes, yes, yes. Thanks for joining us. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and let's get it, guys. Happy Thanksgiving and happy Tuesday. All right.